of them that I lean towards and I feel pretty confident in my decision. I'm pretty safe in terms of the way I see these bulls. I'm excited to go shake the hands of your champion in reserve, and we'll roll on into our Star Fives. Let's give these bull exhibitors and the girth exhibitors a round of applause.
Grand Champion Bull exhibited by Pitchford Cattle with Dreamboat 977 M2, and Reserve Champion exhibited by Cooper Cates with CL 50 ET.
In our produce sedan, just 2 entries. We're going to use the 2 calf entry here. See a little bit more consistency. The 2 entries look a bit more alike to me, and we're going to keep them together for this produce sedan. High quality one in second. I just see a little bit differences in terms of frame size, in terms of skeletal build in those 2. So that's the 2 differences I see within this produce sedan. Both of them high quality entries, but I choose the calf group for me today. Congratulations to both exhibitors. Single entry get a sire over here to conclude our purebred portion of our GERT show, and a good single entry. We use those two with the produce a dam, added one more to it. You can see the consistency within that sire group is really good. So I think that sire's doing a good job. I like the dark pigmented skin, the color that these three exude. Nice group. Congratulations to these exhibitors. We'll roll right into our Star 5 show. Starting off our Star 5 show with a bang here. I think a really nice, high-quality individual. One, I love the presentation of, I like her freshness of condition. I like the way she looks the appropriate age to fit in here. Big-bodied, square-built, good-looking one. She could stand a lot more competition in the future. We'll see her back out here within our particular drive. A young lady's black brindle. This one's good. This one's level spine, up-headed, really refined in terms of the way she's built through that head and neck. Maybe just didn't have the extra oomph or power down low as our class winner, but a really high quality individual there to be second, very well shown. Congratulations to that young lady.
First place, we'll go to Keaton Bush with CL Rhea. Second place in that class, exhibited by Brian Brunner. We'll now welcome in Class 3.
Our second class of Star Fives while Mark's sorting through his champion lineup of his Beefmaster drive over there, and I think a pretty logical class winner. I like this one's extra body shape she has, grow and doability that she shows us. Still offers a nice maternal look here. She maybe needs to be tweaked a little bit in the way that she's built out that front skeleton. She wants to kind of roll out on that front end a little bit, but I like the extra mass and substance that she offers, and she'll be fun out here to get back out in our drive. The next three were kind of a shake-up for me. You could change them anyway, but I thought the most maternal one with the most correct build at the ground is the young lady's red heifer next. I like the length and extension. I like the freshness of condition. I just like the maternal look of her in comparison to the one right behind her. That's why she sits there in second. In comparison to the one that went out ahead of her, doesn't have the extra power and mass and substance, but still a really, really nice heifer there to be second. I like the extra power this one has when our real dark red hairy one. She just gets a little bit more terminal in her build. I just need to see a little softer look, a little more length and extension in her front end to get her up any higher, but I like the extra foot bone and the extra muscularity that she does show. Young lady's black heifer coming in next. I just need to see a little bit more substance down at the ground in terms of foot and bone. She balances up nicely. She just doesn't have the extra pieces that the couple ahead of her do, but a nice 4 heifers here in our second class of our Star Fives. Congratulations to the top end. Just two over here on our Star 5 side, but a really, really high-quality individual to lead this one off. This one's interesting. This one is huge in terms of her structural build. She is big-backed. She's thick-ended. She has so much just sheer product to her. Still offers a nice look up front. Highly, highly presented. Very well shown. You love the hip and hind leg in this female. I think this one will be fun when we get her back out here in the drive. I'm going to pick on her a little bit. She has a little bit of shoulder, but the rest of her is really, really good. carrying that much behind her, you're going to have a little bit of shoulder. That's an interesting creature there, especially within the Star 5 breed. Young lady coming in next, you just got in a tough class. The one that wins this class is pretty dang cool, but yours is built really good. I like the structural integrity that this one offers. I like her flexibility. I like the way her foot hits the ground. She just doesn't have the wow factor, the one right ahead of you, but a really, really high quality individual there to be second.
Results on Class 3 and 4. Class 3 first place exhibited by Carson Taylor with KMS 555. Second place exhibited by Kelsey Pittman. We then brought in Class 4 first place exhibited by Cody Heath. Second place go to Janie Kay. Now in the ring is Class 5.
Another good class here. Young lady in the purple sweater. That one's built really, really good. That one's super flexible. She's correct in her joint work. She gets out and moves really nicely. I like the extra flexibility she has. She's maternal in her build. She's square in her lines. Just a nice individual. Pick on her a little bit. Maybe has a little chest, a little bit of throat, but that's being pretty picky on a really high quality individual. Young man here coming in next. This one is big and stout and rugged. This one's feet are huge. Their legs are big, and she's got all kinds of big features to go along with that. She maybe just doesn't have the extra bells and whistles of the one that's going to go out in front of her. Maybe just want to square her up a little bit from hooks to pins and maybe just take her in a little at that chest. But I like the power that one has. Congratulations to both of those exhibitors.
In Class 5, first place exhibited by Anna Phelps. Second place go to Braxton Whidden. We're now going to welcome in your final class of 5-star females.
Another duo here over here on our Star 5 side. We're going to start with the young lady's black heifer to win this class. These are definitely different type and kind. I appreciate her moderation. I appreciate the depth of body. I like the utter quality that she's putting into production. Maybe not the freakiest in terms of the way she's built through her chest and shoulder. Maybe you want to give her a little bit more functional hind leg, but that's a nice cow that it's going to make a good project for that young lady. If we could just soften this one up in our red brockle face one, that's really all she needs. She needs a little bit more foot and bone. She just needs to be a little bit softer in that center body and redesign her out of that rear hock to make her ideal, but two good ones there. They'll be fun to bring out here in our champion drive.
In Class 6 over here in the Star 5 ring, first place exhibited by Brian Brunner with TXSTL512. Second place will go to Aubrey White. We'll now bring in those first and seconds, select the champion reserve Star 5 female.
Interrupt a good song there. We get our champion Star 5 drive out here. I think we have some really good class winners out here. We have a lot of differences in type and kind, and it makes things kind of interesting out here. We've had a good show thus far. We're going to kind of talk about each one of them. Young lady that won the first class with that red brockle, that's an interesting one that I think has a lot of future. That one's built so good at the ground. She has no flaws in terms of her structure. I like that one a great deal. She's soft in terms of her look. She has a maternal build about her. Pick on her a little bit, maybe just elevate her in her pin set. She wants to roll off there just a little bit, but that's a really good one there. Young man's yellow and circling around. A little bit PC out here in comparison to a couple down the line, but you like the extra stoutness, you like the extra substance. She's big back, she's thick-ended, and maybe just comes to you in a few different pieces here to compete for the overall champion drive. But a one to be out here that's going to hold up nicely out here within this grand drive. Young man's next is the one that I find really intriguing to me because I think this one has some just unique, different pieces to me. This one is crazy big-backed, really stout-ended. Her hip and hind leg are very functional. They work correctly. Her presentation is incredible. Her show, the way she's shown is really good, and she still offers you a really nice look. Her shoulder, she's a little bit weird out of her shoulder sometimes, and that's the one thing I'm going to pick her on, but there's some neat things about that animal that I really like. Young lady coming out of that next hole there, just a good functional sound one there. The one that you just kind of lean towards on that aspect. Does she give you the wow factor as a couple down there? Maybe pushing a little chest, maybe a little open in her shoulder, maybe has a little throat. But from that thing shoulder back, that one is maternal in her build. Her hip and hind leg are really good. I like the lines that she shows you. Young lady, job of getting that one stuck. So again, she kind of shakes things up within this group too. And then the young lady's black heifer. That's a good functional one, has nice udder quality. You like that about her. She's good in terms of her lines, maybe just doesn't have the extra pieces as a few down the line. So when you get out here for your champion drive, I think you can go a couple of different ways. I wouldn't argue with you if you shook them up, but there's only two people that get better out here. There's only two people that are the one that's going to represent us, represent this particular breed within the Supreme Drive tonight. This has been a fun one to judge. I know the Brangus got to get going here in a minute. We're not going to sit here and give a big long speech, but everyone thank people behind the scenes. This is my last time to judge here for this year. Obviously, it's the last day, but the people that run this show, they're cattle exhibitors, they're cattle people, they're exhibitor-friendly people. Thank those people because they make this show as elite as it is. There's not another show like it, and that's why we like coming here. I'm going to go out here and get you the two that I'd probably load in my trailer, take home, and see what the heck happened. And I know ones that are going to take a good picture at the backdrop. Let's give these Star 5 exhibitors a round of applause, and we'll go get you a couple of champions.
The Star 5 ring, your champion Star 5 female exhibited by Cody Heath. That was C.H. Brielle, 101M, and reserve champion will go to Keaton Bush with C.L. Rea. That does conclude our Star 5 female show. We'd like to thank our judge from Rising Star, Texas, Mr. Chad Oates.
Thank you for joining us for Cattleman's Congress. This has been a Walton Webcasting production. Livestock like you've never